football league on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. And it comes your way next.
Halfway between Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Foxborough. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on first and second down to stay ahead of the chains so third down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Now, Minshew. Here's a screen set up for Abdullah. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
May to throw on second down. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
Second and 7. On the ground, Gibson finds room inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's May. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
They'll run here with Gibson. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Slice extra point, up and good. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return is Dylan Laube. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready now for their second drive. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Off the play fake, it's Minshew. He keeps it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. The shotgun, a throw from in, and he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
The motion man here is Bourne. Throwing on 2nd down, May. Now he'll run it. And he's going to get this up near the first down marker. Tackle made at the 29-yard line.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. It's going to depend on the spot. Looks like he is short on that one.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
On 4th down, Bryce Behringer out to punt for New England. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll try and throw with Minshew. That's caught by Abdullah.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Open man to Mario Douglas. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. May now on 1st and 10. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed. So give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
He's got Douglas going deep. That is caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Sly's kick is good. And the Pats going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Minshew. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. We saw a solid first half from the Oklahoma man, Ramondre Stevenson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. To return is Jermichael Hasty. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. To throw now, May. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now, May has completed to Douglas. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, New England.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's Gibson. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a give, running right. It's Stevenson. That's a short pickup to about the 47. Robert Spillane spills him there. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is May. That one on target, and Polk's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's May. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Raiders offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. To throw, Minshew.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. In motion is Myers. He'll fake the give, and now it's Minshew. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back is Minshew. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And he's going to be very close to a 1st down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
They'll go here with Madison. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Marshall is on the move. On 1st and 10, it's Minshew. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it'll be 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. These two got it going on. 19 on that connection, and another 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Minshew. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
And he will score. Game on. Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he is stopped at the 25, and the drive will begin there. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A carry now for Gibson. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Working out of the gun, it's May. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 2nd and 9. They'll send him over to the left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end, that's Henry. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Patriots. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners at home as we say so long from Foxborough.